You might be wondering what not to eat after gallbladder removal surgery. Well, I've got the answers for you, so let's go. In this video, we'll go over why someone would need to have gallbladder removal surgery. And then we'll dive into what not to eat after having your gallbladder removed. And last, I'm gonna give you some easy and simple tips post-op. So if you're watching this video, more than likely, you probably know a little bit about the gallbladder, maybe you've had yours taken out, maybe your loved one has had theirs taken out, but let's get everybody caught up and on the same page here, and let's talk about what the gallbladder is and what it does. The gallbladder is a small pouch. It's a purse. All it does is hold the bile, and bile is digestive enzymes that help you break down fat. A lot of people think that the gallbladder produces the bile, but that's not true. The liver produces the bile. The gallbladder is just a holding place for the bile. So that's why it's not really needed, because your liver produces bile on demand. And when people have trouble with the gallbladder, it is often recommended to yank it out. Sometimes the gallbladder becomes inflamed and the gallstones get lodged in the sphincter, causing a spasm. Very painful. I used to have gallbladder problems long before Code Red, long before I understood eating healthy. I was an athlete. I was an elite level athlete, but that was only half the picture. I didn't really take care of my health and take care of my body. I ate too much sugar. Whatever. I was a mess. And I had gallbladder problems. And one day I actually had a gallstone. I guess this is what happened. I think I had a gallstone get lodged in the sphincter, like I just explained. And let me tell you, the pain was unbelievable. I've got a high pain tolerance. Okay. I've had 5 broken noses from my 8-year-long boxing career. I've taken stitches in the mouth, stitches in the eye, dislocated thumb. I understand injuries. I'm 45. I've had plenty of injuries. And I have a high pain tolerance. And this gallbladder attack put me on my knees. I mean, it knocked me out. It was not good. And I went to the ER. I thought for sure, like, my gallbladder was on fire and it was 3 sizes bigger. And I thought for sure they were going to admit me into the OR like right then. Well, they didn't. It was one little gallstone that had just caused a little bit of trouble. And it didn't take much. One little gallstone. And I would never have guessed that. I would have thought that I was being shot in the stomach with a shotgun. It was so painful. But then you got my grandma, who's obese, not healthy, and old. She has a gallbladder that is full of gallstones. They have never seen. I mean, it is so disgusting. And she's never had any gallbladder attacks before. She doesn't have any gallbladder problems at all. So I know that doesn't make any sense to you, because I know it doesn't make sense to me. But the fact that I had so many gallbladder problems with one little tiny gallstone, my grandma has none, and she's got a million gallstones. I don't get it. I don't know. It's baffling. But the gallbladder is one of those funny things that sometimes cause people problems and sometimes it doesn't. So when it comes to the gallbladder, it's so individualized. You could have a whole room full of 100 people and everybody would be different. Some people can eat bacon. Some people have to switch to turkey bacon. Some people can eat butter with no problem. Some people have to switch to ghee. Some people have no problem with certain foods and some people do. So it's very strange. Everybody is different. So what should you not be eating after you had your gallbladder taken out? Listen, I don't care what you can gag down after surgery. There are some very clear things you should absolutely not be eating post-op. The first thing you should avoid at all costs, poor quality fats. Look, you've got a system that's already impaired, and now you're putting more strain on it with seed and vegetable oils. That's not good for you. You want to go easy on the fat, and you want to definitely avoid the poor quality fats. When you are introducing fat back into your diet, a high quality fat, you're gonna wanna go slow, because the liver no longer has a place to store the bile. It has to make it on demand. So by you introducing good quality fats slowly, the liver has a chance to ramp up bile production and keep up. Stay away from seed and vegetable oils at all costs. Really, you should be avoiding these, surgery or no surgery. We should all be avoiding these. We're talking about canola oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, corn oil, highly, highly inflammatory oils that they are now showing through data science and research that are linked to obesity. So don't make things worse on yourself by having those seed and vegetable oils. Avoid them. So then what is a good oil? A good quality oil, in my opinion, would be avocado oil, coconut oil, even lard, even tallow, like beef tallow, pure oils, pure fats. Even if you take a fat that can be melted down into an oil, that's better than seed and vegetable oils. What you should absolutely not eat after gallbladder removal surgery: sugar and processed food. I mean, you would think this would be a given, but it's not. You're already putting strain on a system that is impaired. And by you having sugar and processed food, you are further exacerbating the problem and making everything worse. So just stay away from that crap. You don't need it anyway. You definitely don't need it post-op. Another one you should avoid is soda. Now that you're working with different plumbing, by drinking soda, you're introducing chemicals in the body that your body just doesn't know what to do with. They're foreign to your body. We were never created to drink soda. None of us were. So you're putting undue strain on that body post-op. Don't do it. Make sure that you avoid bread. This should be a no-brainer, especially if you watch any of my videos, but you're putting a strain on your body, you're putting a strain on your pancreas, you got different plumbing, your body's trying to relearn all this. Just no, stay away from it. You're gonna save yourself a world of hurt. You can control how you feel after gallbladder removal surgery, but you have to control what you put in your mouth. It's up to you. And here are some tips and tricks I've learned along the way to kind of help you. Okay, consider how long it's been since your surgery. The way you feel 1 month post-op might not be the way you feel 1 year post-op. You might be feeling crappy, you might be struggling 1 month post-op, but don't think that's it. I'm gonna have problems for the rest of my life. I can't believe this. I never should have had this stupid thing taken out. Don't say that. Things can change. Everybody's different. Your job is to do the things that I told you in this video. Stay on track and do your best. Before I go to my next point, I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, what is your experience with gallbladder removal surgery? Have you had your gallbladder taken out? Because a surprising number of rebels have, and most of them are just fine. But I want to hear your story, so comment below. I read every one of your comments, so let me know below. If you are one of those people that are bothered by fats, especially animal fats, then we do suggest that you start off with plant-based fats. Switch to avocados instead. Switch to coconut oil instead. Maybe switch from real butter to ghee. These might be a little easier for you to digest, especially in the beginning while your body is ramping up and learning the new plumbing. Keep a food diary. That way you know what has bothered you and what hasn't. On the same line of keeping a food diary, definitely don't introduce two fats at once. You know, if you have an avocado and bacon and you have some discomfort, you're not gonna know which one caused the discomfort. But by you keeping a food journal and writing down what you ate, what time, and what happened afterwards, you're gonna be able to pinpoint what is doing what to avoid, maybe what item to save for later, and what's going on with this new body of yours. Keep in mind that everyone is unique. You have some people that are perfectly fine 3 days post-op, and you have some people that struggle for an entire year after their gallbladder removal surgery. Everybody is different, so don't compare yourself to the next person. That's why our Rebel community is so powerful, because we have people that have gone through what you've gone through, and we can all come around you and support you and give you advice and help you out. But everybody is different, so don't compare yourself to others. Your journey is gonna be different than everybody else's. Another tip is to avoid drinking water 1 hour before meals. And why is that? Because your stomach acidity is very high. It'll burn your finger if you were to stick your finger in stomach acid. And you want that. You want that strong stomach acidity to be able to break down and digest your food. But by you putting water in there, you're gonna become more alkaline, and that's not a good idea. You don't want your food to go rancid in your stomach because it can't digest. So avoid drinking any fluids 1 hour before your meal meals. That's going to really help you with digestion. If you're still having problems, definitely talk to your provider about some digestive enzymes. They're not expensive. They're not hard to find. You can find them in pretty much any store or any health food store. And that could really help you if you're struggling. A few more things here. Look, it's basic, but drink your water, be properly hydrated, make sure you're getting at least a gallon of water a day. Avoid sugar and poor quality fats. Look, those foods, which if you even want to call them that, put an undue strain on your body anyway. It's going to be strain on your pancreas, strain on your brain. It's going to age your skin. It's not going to do your health any good, especially now with your gallbladder taken out. Why would you want to make it harder on your body? And last, get down to a healthy weight. It's never a good idea to be overweight, and it's never okay to be overweight. It puts so much stress on our bodies when we are overweight. So getting your body weight down where you need to be is going to be the best for long-term recovery. And you're probably wondering, well, how do I do that? What's my goal weight? Hey, listen, that comes with a fully customized nutrition program that I will write for you. So if you are ready to jump in feet first, I will put the link below. Get yourself a customized nutrition program. You're going to fill out that long questionnaire, and I'm going to fully customize a program for you. And you're going to spend 3 months with me and my coaches, and we're going to get this weight off you. We can get 10% of your body weight off every month. That's quite a bit. I think you can do that 3rd grade math. But if you're not quite ready to get started with a custom program, you can always start with our 10-pound takedown challenge. We have them every month. They're only $47, and it's a great way to dip your toe into the lifestyle to see if it's for you. Of course, we think that real food, water, and sleep is for everyone, whether you've had a gallbladder taken out or not. But you have to see for yourself. Plus, you can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days. So I'll link that up below also, and I'll see you in the next video.